The most backlogged games by Kiro Talks. First time reacted to this guy. I can relate to the subject at hand. You understand why we get into the video throughout the reaction. So without further ado, let's get busy.
There are no three things that strike fear into the hearts of gamers everywhere more than microtransactions, showers,
Yup.
and
No, 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 no.
backlogs. A backlog is
I,
a list of games that you own
I
but you
got you.
haven't bothered playing yet. I'm sure just about every gamer has a backlog. You tend to have a large one if you have more disposable income,
Oh
or if
yeah.
you're like me and you just can't resist the appeal of a good Steam summer sale. I've begun training my brain to realize that if a game is on sale now, it'll probably be on sale again for even less sometime in the future, but sometimes it's just torture not spending my hard-earned cash on digital dopamine. When I'm
That is literally the problem I have with me. I literally have a whole backlog of games I haven't played yet. And some of them extends from the PS3 era. Remember Black Ops 2? I bought that game way back in like the time I was buying games from GameStop. Same thing for Saints Row 4. Hold on, I hate this stupid. There's always something happening in my city. I mean, like Saints Row 4. I bought that. Never played it. Never played it. That was like what, over 9 years ago. Yeah, there's something wrong with me, dude.
I was looking at my backlog though, I began to wonder, what did everyone else's backlog look like? Luckily, there's a few places where we can see other gamers' backlogs. One of those
Nice.
places is howlongtobeat.com, which has a section of its site dedicated to the most backlogged games.
Reading
So
waves,
let's
y'all.
take a gander at the top 10. At the bottom we have Portal 2? This is weird. This game isn't even that long. I was expecting, it to be like an RPG or an open world game or something like that. This game is, of course, a sequel to 2007's Portal, a first person shooter puzzle game by Valve that came out of nowhere and took the gaming community by storm with its fun Portal mechanic, cool puzzles, and the great sense of humor courtesy of the character GLaDOS.
Keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all enrichment center activities, serious injuries may occur.
Portal 2 is basically more of the same, with even more cool mechanics and greatly voice-acted quirky characters added to the mix like Wheatley and Cave Johnson. I'm surprised this game is so high up. If I
I never played Portal at all. Never understood the fun between then and now, where you just have a gun, a lady, you're just going through a building that been like deserted, and you just by yourself with machinery, and some robot chick is talking mad shit to you throughout the whole adventure. It could be appealing to a lot of people, some people, not to me though. I want the smoke, all the smoke. This is boring to me. And yeah, it would not even a good deal. I will buy this. Even this game like was $10, getting both one and two. I want to buy it. Not for me.
had to guess why so many people have this game in their backlog, it's probably because this game is always on sale for extremely cheap. Valve does this with a ton of their games, they just do not care. I mean, to be fair, they make enough money from Steam as it is, so they probably don't have to worry about nickel and diming you on their own stuff. Oh, I guess I should let you guys know if this game is in my backlog or not. In fact, it is. The last time I played this game was, oh boy, back in 20...
That's what I'm talking about, bro. This is the year of 2025, and his video came out a year earlier, just from this year. So I don't know how much time has passed, but it goes to show that people don't care about stuff like this no more, bro. And 2013 was like the time where people trying to get on Steam, and I was getting on Steam, dude, and trying to get some fun in with Warframe in them. I think Warframe definitely one of my biggest backlogs because I can't jump on a Warframe, whether it be on the PC or the PS4. I'll just go in and just do my thing, and eventually, even while I'm playing the game, I just get bored. I don't know why. Probably have some of the gameplay and the impact, how the impact. What I mean by impact to me, impact to me, in my enjoyment. It just okay. It's a cook a good good energy drink, and I'm done. It's like that to the point I just stopped playing it altogether. I don't think it's a bad game, but gotta be more interesting than that,
2013, literally 10 years ago. I've played through a good amount of this game, but I just never finished it. I think I managed to beat the co op campaign though. Next up in the ninth spot is Fallout New Vegas. Okay, a big open world shooter game like this is what I expected to be on this list. Admittedly, I know very little about the Fallout franchise. My experience with the
Same
series
here.
is playing a bit of Fallout 3 and not getting super into it. I remember
I This is also one of my backlogs. Fallout 4, I think, and some other games. I had some Fallout games. Could easily play it on Game Pass, no problem. I think could play the Fallout 4, no problem. The problem is the time. Life is lifing. I gotta keep, you know, afloat financially, and the time to spend with people in my life is just on a schedule type schedule basis, like my job. It's tough to see myself like playing a game if it's like doing it overnight, which I can do, but it's like gonna mess up my sleep, so I'm not gonna do it. I miss the time I was just young and just playing games after school and just worry about nothing. I have my grades up. I can play games all I want, but now it's a big no because I always think about what other thing I can do that can make myself calm instead of like playing games. Because honestly, doing stuff for me, like try to get my money up as much as possible, gives me more thrill than just games. Could be another way of growing up too. I ain't gonna lie. And dealing with this city, man, there's always an issue. There's always sirens and blah blah blah.
a lot of people preferring 3 to New Vegas, although in recent years I've seen more people warm up to New Vegas, which might be the reason why a lot of people are planning to play this game. Is this game in my backlog? Yes, it is. Only a few weeks ago, back in late May, the game was made free for a week on Epic Game Store, so I picked it up and I haven't touched it at all yet. Next up, in the 8th spot, is Hollow Knight, another game I'm not too surprised.
Oh gosh, damn! I had Hollow Knight on the Game Pass. I don't know if it's still on it. If it is, then I can still have time to like play it. I play it. I think fought like a boss or so, and that was it. I just lost interest in it. Not cause not as a bad game, but it's just that life be life, and that gonna be like the rest of the freaking video. Life be life in. Also, when he mentioned the Epic stores on sales, I had Callisto Protocol. I was planning to like play that on my own, see how well the gameplay holds up compared to Dead Space. I never got the time to play it. It just wasn't one of my major primary games to like play for fun. So I just left in the backlog to a point. The sale's done, and I can never like play it for free. Will I buy it with my own money? Ha! Nope. Not interested. Not interested. If on Game Pass, I might consider. Cause if not, I ain't doing it.
Prize to see here. Hollow Knight is another indie Metroidvania game. Name a more iconic duo. Metroidvanias are exploration and backtracking heavy games, so I can definitely see why so many people would backlog a game like this. This game is also well known for evoking vibes similar to that of the Dark Souls games with its somber atmosphere, use of environmental storytelling, and difficult gameplay. There's a sequel to Hollow Knight coming out sometime, maybe possibly in the future, so that probably got some people interested in going back to play the original. I do, in fact, have this game in my backlog. I honestly don't know how I got this. I didn't buy it, so maybe I got it as like a gift or something. I don't know.
Whoa.
Next up in spot number 7 is Borderlands 2. Borderlands used to be really
Oh
big in the early
man,
2010s, a co op shooter game where you and your buddies find
I love Borderlands 2 to this day, bro. On my PS3, I think even my PS4, potentially gonna be on my PC, and maybe if I care enough, upgrade my PC to play more heavy RAM games, man. Because oh boy, my computer had it for 5 years. It's time to change up, man. Trying to change up. My Nitro 5, I gotta change it up, man. Been a minute. One of these days, it's gonna break down, and that'll be it. But not right now, bro. It's like it's not even like earnesty, dude. But talk about a new laptop, yes. To play Borderlands almost every day, maybe. Borderlands 4 is coming out. I'm skeptical because I haven't finished Borderlands 3. That's like another game I haven't finished. One of the backlogs, like Borderlands 3, bro. Like, I even I made it past like someone dying. You know, if you know, you know. And I didn't care after that. I just didn't care, and I just left it behind. That game came out like what 2021 ish, and after that, like I went back for like 2 years after that, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll play it later. And ever since then, I haven't touched Borderlands 3. Is Borderlands 3 a bad game? It's a cool looter shooter. I think one didn't like grasp like people attention like that, because it's still like the good old Call of Duty days of you know Black Ops and whatnot. So heavy looter shooters wasn't that popular till three Borderlands 2 came along. That actually changed the game. Like it was so freaking good, bro. It's so good. Borderlands 2 is so good, bro.
Loot and shoot everything in sight. This is another series I don't know too much about other than it was a game that a lot of people played back in the day, yet surprisingly a ton of people still haven't played it. Do I have this game in my backlog? I was gonna say no, but apparently I got this game for free on PS Plus back in June 2019 as a part of the Borderlands Handsome Collection, and I just never played it. Maybe I'll get some buddies together someday and give it a shot. Coming in the number 6 spot, we have the 2013 Tomb Raider reboot. This game is somewhat famous for selling extremely well.
I have Tomb Raider this game and a lot of old Tomb Raider games on my Steam. A lot of them. Believe me, whatever Tomb Raider game that y'all thinking of that I have in my Steam account is in the Steam. I have not touched any of them. Why? Because it was a good ass deal in a good summer day. I picked it up. I never played them. Why? Cause I thought about putting a series on my channel playing all the Tomb Raiders. Potentially could be a thing, but if people care about that, comment down in the comment section down below. Why you mean? Why at it? Like the video if you're digging this reaction, dude. Because I'm liking the whole black backlog conversation, dude. It's important because whether we gotta finish our game or not, it turns on the person. Always.
Pushing over 3 million copies in the 2013 fiscal year alone, but back then, apparently, Square Enix, the publisher of this title, thought that the game underperformed. Listen, I understand having high expectations, but geez.
Good,
like Portal 2, this
Raider
game is
just
always on sale, even more so than
brand
Portal 2
recognition
on
type
Steam.
game,
In
so I
fact, it's on
understand
sale
what
right
you're
now
saying.
as of the time I'm writing this.
I understand why Square Enix had expectation for Tomb Raider. Everybody likes some hot chick, kicking ass, taking names, robbing, um, tombs, get that bag, even though she's rich. But the new like the remake, right? Tomb Raider, make her more, I want to say relatable. Might have her grounded in reality, and not have her stick up a butt because she's rich and blah blah blah, and doing Tomb Raiders as a hobby more so than like doing it as a duty and stuff like that, and it's against your will trying to survive and whatnot. Interesting concept, but did everybody like it? Of course not. Of course not. Me, here or there. I'm a neutral point. I don't mind playing new games, but what's familiar is I like to play games with what's familiar.
I even got this game for free. I think it was like a year ago or something. And yes, it is still in my backlog. But hey, I'll get around to it
Same,
eventually.
bro, same.
We start off the top 5 with The Witcher 2. Most likely, a lot of people who found out about the franchise through The Witcher 3 put the second game in the series in their backlogs to play later. There's also the Witcher TV show that started a few years ago, and the new Witcher 1 remake that's supposed to be coming out sometime, so there are definitely a few reasons why a ton of people might have this game in their backlogs. Do I have this game in my backlog? Another resounding yes. I picked up all 3 games back in 2016, but my gamer's first laptop just wasn't enough to handle the third game, which is the one I really wanted to play. I tried getting into the first game, but it just didn't grab me, and I just never bothered with 2. In 4th place, we have BioShock Infinite, and just
I played Bioshock Infinite like a madman. Side note, Witcher is also a backlog that I had since I wanna say since 2018, but I could be wrong about that. I think it was like somewhere in the 2020s. or 2021 because that game alone, ooh, that game alone got a lot of people talking. You know, I bought one and two on GOG. GOG is number one. Come to preservation. And I bought three way before I bought those guys. Both those two games on the PS4. Haven't once again I haven't played it. Why? I'll be buying games on sale, going buy crazy. I call that buy crazy. Might not buy as in like going both ways. I'm talking about like buy as in buying games on sale, or I could call it sale frenzy. Yeah, sale frenzy. We buy games on sale almost nonstop because you have the money to spare. Imagine buying a bulk of games for like $20 on Steam too. Ooh, summertime coming out. Ooh, gonna be crazy, bro. Guaranteed. Freaking man. Why should I like play these games? You never know. I might see some meme worthy content like Killer 7. Old game, I know. But if you guys saw my Devil May Cry Netflix review, check it out, man. It'll probably pop up somewhere in the video, either earlier, right now, or later on. Just peep at it, bro. Peep at it.
Just to completely spoil the next two places, both the third and second places are the other two Bioshock games. Bioshock 1 being in third and Bioshock 2 being in second. I have no idea why all of the Bioshock games are so high up. Well, actually, I kind of do because all three of these games are also in my...
No. This man is me for real. What do I mean by that? I have Bioshock, right? Those Bioshock Infinite have a like an option to play Bioshock One. Never played it. I think I bought like a trilogy pack, or whatever, for Bioshock. Bought it. Could easily play one and two. Never played it again. Why? Because I don't know. I don't know, bro. I just don't know. I didn't feel like it again. Life was life in. Got some personal problems, and that's like the common like issues with like backlogging your games is like you're not putting too much time on it, you know. And the people who just doing this, right? The people who just um playing games like the most generic Mario Kart stuff, the most like Fortnite crap, and it ain't talk about like I mean, you don't care about the niche games like that. So backlog is a normal thing. It's normal. I'll tell you that. So don't be embarrassed like how many games you have in the backlogs because I think I have more than just what 80 games on Steam and I haven't played most of them. So take that as you will.
My backlog. I picked up the complete collection, which has all three games.
Combine that with my PlayStation and my Microsoft and that stuff I have on GOG and Epic Games. I have a lot of games, dude. Probably over 100, definitely over 100. I don't think none of them close to 200 though. If you want to add it, you could. As a backlog as well because ooh boy.
A little under a year ago during a Steam summer sale for only 13 bucks. It's weird because none of these games, at least going by how long to beat's numbers, are long at all. Each one is around 11 hours, so all of them being so heavily backlogged it's interesting. If I were to make a list of a few reasons why a game is backloggable, it would probably include being 1. Really long, 2. A cult classic that took a few years to get recognized, and or 3. A new game in the series is going to be released. The first two don't apply to the Bioshock series, but there is a new Bioshock supposedly being worked on. I think. This game might as well be a myth. We've heard next to nothing about it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for number 1. The most backlogged game on HowLongToBeat.com is The Witcher 3. Is this game in my backlog? In fact, it is. Look at that, folks. I've batted 10 for 10. I'm 100% from the field tonight because all 10 games on this list are in my backlog. At the very least, I did sink a few hours into this game, so I guess that makes...
You better than me. Automatically, he's better than me. At least he played the game. I did it. I did it, bro. I have it on the PS4 to this day, dude. I think I bought the DLC, so I'll just what I can play. What I can play. I think Summertime is a great time to play it. Where I haven't got nothing else to better to do, I'll just try to get in the mix. Probably, probably.
Makes it a microscopic bit better, but yeah, it's a big open world action RPG. No surprise that a ton of people have backlogged this game. So, now that we have the top 10, let's talk about some stats. Once again, I'm using how long to beat, so take everything with a grain of
Mm.
salt. The shortest game on this list is 8.5 hours, and the
Not bad.
longest is 51.5 hours, so
Ooh,
quite a bit of a
a
range
bang
there.
for your
The
buck right
average
there.
number of hours each game takes to finish is 21.4 hours. Honestly, that's
Literally
not too
almost a
bad.
day.
I recently ran a
Literally
poll
almost a
on
day.
YouTube asking people how long they played video games for every day on average, and most people only said 2 hours. I'm impressed, guys. That's good. Don't waste all your time playing games. Get out there and see the real world. That's also probably why your backlogs are so big. The total number of hours it would take you to
Mm.
play all of these games is 214 hours. So, if you game for 2 hours a day, it would take you 107 days or a little over 3 months to complete every game on this list.
Mm.
The most
Okay.
recent game on this list is from 2017, and the oldest game on this list is from 2007. So it seems like
10 years
relatively newer
apart.
games
Look
get
at
backlogged more, which makes sense as games have seemingly gotten longer and longer. So, what did we learn today? Well, for one, I have a lot of games to play, and two, I probably won't play them.
that. Good ass video. One time for my dude, Kiro Talks. Let me read some comments over here. I rarely do this, man, but this is because I like the video. I think I understand why all of these games are backloggers, not because they are long or what you just said. It's basically because they are all relatively old games that people heard a lot of praise about but couldn't find the time to play them because they are busy with newer games. Or just real life stuff. Games that left Ireland have a massive sale, so now I have massive backlog and an empty bank account. That was a whole year ago too. Last one. The hardest kind of backlog to clear, in my opinion, isn't a physical one, but a mental one. For people who may not have as much money to spend or don't have time to play everything they want to, it can be hard to decide what's worth it without feeling like you're missing out on something else. I don't care about that. Ooh, I mentioned it. Emulation causes even more problems since having everything at your disposal may leave you feeling overwhelmed and hesitant to fully enjoy one select title. Real King of Antarctica. That's a W comment, bro. W comment right there. So what we learned today, bro? We learned that life will change how you spend time with your game, whether you at school, whether you working, when you have family, or you just have yourself, you know, hooking up with somebody, spending time with others, doing an activity, you know, probably getting married, getting kids, and blah blah blah, and they come more priority, more time to your own time, man, more time for others than yourself. And I feel that a lot when I'm spending so much time with other people in my life. I feel like I haven't spent time with myself, which I actually, I guess, lose a sense of who I am. Weirdly enough, it's a weird dichotomy. And if anyone understands what I'm trying to say with that, spending your time and understanding yourself more so than like spending more time with other people. Comment that in the comment section down below. Comment, all right? Comment that and like this reaction, and you understand the whole concept of backlogging your games, bro. Subscribe for more reactions on Chris to Chill because I'm trying to do this more often than I should, as well as like keep up with the games going on this year too. I'll probably get at least few new games. I bought one recently, and you don't know which one I'm talking about on the later weeks down the line. I don't know if I'm gonna do it daily, but you'll be surprised what game I'm playing. So I'm yo, y'all be safe. Be easy and be chill. Backlog games are normal, but backlogging game, let's say over 200. Ugh. Come on, y'all. Get your acts together, huh? Get your acts together like me. I shall at least try like play Black Ops 2 whenever I can.